Good morning. It's Thursday. It's 10:30 a.m. I have finished my chess training session. Today was a session with my chess coach, who is one of really great grandmasters in chess. So he's directing me. He's detecting. We've got a test session today. He recognized what kind of problems are currently with my chess play, and we'll adjust it because in 1 week and a half I will go to Lviv and I hope to get a good games. But anyway, that's one part. Yesterday was the webinar day. I prepared a lot and then I fucked up. I can blame the tool, but it wasn't the fault of the tooling. It was my fault. I could have prepared better with the microphone, with the audio. I could have more under control. For some reason, I have also, a blockade in my mind. For some reason, I didn't really want to fix the problem during the webinar, and also I didn't know how big is the problem. So it was a very complicated situation overall, and I don't want to, overthink that. That's not the point. I know I fucked up. I know I have to find a solution now. Some people wasted time. And I need to over-deliver now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to record the same session, this time with good quality, and I will post this video to YouTube, probably to the Arkency channel this time, so not to my channel but to Arkency, and I will do it in a way that it will be useful both for the people who participated but also for everyone else who may get value from that in long term when they will find it in the on YouTube. So I want to have the same webinar this time prepared for a long living session, not only for the webinar. That's my plan for now. Let's see if I can manage to do the time lapse from recording the webinar. So you probably saw the time lapse. It was actually only 17, well, maybe not only, but 17 minutes recorded as a time lapse. That was just the parts about theory, so I split it recording. The nice part about recording a session instead of running a webinar is that you can split it into smaller pieces, then merge them in some kind of software, and you can make a break. And that's the difference with the webinar, that it's really harder to make a break. People are waiting there. So this also helps detecting any kind of problems with the software in shorter periods of time, or any kind of technical problems overall. So that's why I think recordings are usually easier. Maybe that's something that I should consider for the next webinars. Maybe I should just pre-record and then just be there to answer people's questions at the end, because usually the interactions during the webinar are really not that huge. And then I can jump maybe onto the camera and answer this. So maybe that's one solution. I'm not sure if that is often practiced. So the recording of the re-recording of the webinar is now finished, and it took me a bit longer than expected. But at the same time, I made it 4 different videos, which is and I think it makes a nice video series right now. So I think it from a fuck up to something useful, and I will publish it I'm going to publish it to YouTube later, all the 4 parts. So I think the end result is much better than maybe than the webinar even. And now it's time to do some shopping. And now I'm back at work. We've had a pair programming session with another programmer from Arkency. 20 minutes left to a meeting with the client, a weekly meeting, which usually means, when it's 20 minutes to a meeting, I'm usually less motivated to start anything. But I am running tests now, and I will run a small spike in the code to double check whether one approach is okay, and if it's okay, then I'm removing the spike code, writing tests, and then writing the implementation, and hopefully this means we have two modules being connected together and consistent with the data. So that would be a good step forward. I just came back from the chess tournament. I went to Wrocław to play, and I had the amazing result, probably one of my best results ever in such tournaments. I won the tournament, I was first. From 14 possible points, I've had 12 and a half, and I won 2-0 against an international master whom I was losing to him. So that's a great end of the day. I'm really happy. I think the hard work with training chess now pays off, and this is a really great feeling. Thank you.